I combine two different songs there. I combine the Lazy Town and then I combine the Peter Pan yo ho
Oh
high
yeah.
step. Oh wait, no.
Okay,
That's
Yar Har Fiddle Dee Dee. I forgot the rest of the lyrics.
What song is this?
it's from
Okay,
Lazy
this
Town.
it's a song from Lazy Town. It goes Yar Har.
Yar.
Okay, I have to do the actual song. Yar
Yar
Har
har
Fiddle
fiddle
Dee
dee.
Dee.
Do
Something
what you
something.
want. Do what you want, cause a pirate is free.
You are a pirate. Is that ringing any
You
bells?
are a
Jay?
pirate. Let's something that rocks the right and and then we shout hooray.
When I think about Lazy Town, I think, and then you'll have a cake. But like the Little John remix, like break it down, bitch. Let me see you back it up. Like that, like that's what I think about.
Oh my god!
I did not know there was a little John remix of that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I haven't listened to that in so long.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
Speaking of crazy, hey everybody, welcome to Keeping You Animated.
Welcome to Keeping You Animated. I'm Bree, I guess, probably. No, I'm Waymond, actually.
And I'm Bree. And wait, I think I'm Waymond, actually.
I think I'm actually Waymond. I don't know. What is this?
What is this bit that we're doing? I'm so sorry.
I'm actually Jason.
Whoa, wait a second.
You know, I love that your name is Waymond. It's like you're like Wario, like for me, because my last name is Raymond, and I'm just like, wow, like I met an evil black queer man in animation. Like this is, I love.
He said it. He said it.
So wait, so does that mean is Waymond the nigga chin?
Yes, absolutely.
The nigga chin.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no one's okay. I'm so delighted. I mean, first of all, no one's ever made that comparison, but it makes so much sense. I'm like the Wario version.
You're the evil black gay version of Jason, who's the good black gay version.
It's kind of hilarious because I also have a Wario figure right next to my desk right now. So it's kind of not helping.
Yeah, you're not beating the allegations.
Yeah. It's really, I'm kind of like, whoa, I think I am the Wario version of Jay.
You're like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna be the one in animation.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, speaking of Jay, who is Jay? We didn't even get to introduce.
Yeah, who the hell is this? Why
guest.
is there another voice here? Who the hell?
Please.
Who is this? Who that?
Yes.
Introduce yourself to our audience.
My name is Jason Raymond. I go by Jay or Ray or Jay Ray or Sun Ray, whatever you want to call me.
Sunray,
and I am a animator, storyboard artist. I like to call myself a storyteller. I like all things story to write. I love to read, and I'm black, and I make black cartoons. Like that really is who I am.
You can't be here anymore. No black people. No black people.
Oh no! Oh, sorry. I have the wrong podcast. I thought this was.
Yeah, we already have an Amond on this.
Naturally,
we've reached our Amond black quota. I'm sorry, you can't.
Black Amond quota.
I don't know.
God.
You know, I don't know if this is shady, but Sony was doing like celebrating our black animators. I remember I was texting Manny about it, and I was just like, how many of these can they actually do? Like, how many? I'm like genuinely curious how many. I don't know because I'm just like 3 in. I'm pretty sure that's the whole crew. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, honestly, that's just that's kind of the vibe with a lot of studios.
Yeah.
Look, that's kind of the vibe.
I mean, when I was at Wild Canary, it kind of felt like the studio couldn't really keep more than 5 black people total at a time, and it was like really funny because every time somebody left I would notice it and I'd be like, all right, there goes one. Oh, here comes another. Oh, there goes one. There goes 2. Oh, okay, here comes one. We just can't seem to keep more than 5. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It kind of reminds me, one of my best friends in college, his name's David. And I remember we had this talk where he's just like, you know what, Jay, like, if you want to be the token black guy, like, go for it. Like, I'm not going to fight you. Like, because we were both like just the black guys in animation. He's like, you know what, I'm not
Wow.
competing. Like, you got it. It's just so funny because it's like, it feels like you can only celebrate one black person at a time, a lot of the time in a lot of these spaces.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No, definitely, and it's kind of a stinky feeling because it's like, we're all out here. It shouldn't be crabs in a barrel mentality,
Hmm.
and I don't think. Well, some people do, but I think most of us don't. We try
Yeah.
to uplift each other for the most part, and but it like the corporate aspect of it is like one and done.
Hmm.
One at a time. But we don't need to rely on them all the time for a black celebration and to bring black joy into our lives, especially as you are proof of that because you just dropped a very wonderful short film that has made a lot of people cry.
Yes. Yes.
You're like,
Uh,
yeah.
Yes. I people so I dropped the film Waves. It's about a black boy who goes to the ocean in order to wash off the gold on his skin. And I remember before it was coming out, people were just like, oh, I guess it's gonna make me cry. And I'm like, yes, like that's the whole point, like hopefully. But I think there's like few things that make connect with black people emotionally outside of a traumatic lens. Like I'm all here for a story that is about hardship, but like I want to cry over really tender things. Like I wanted it to touch, I don't know, the soft parts of ourselves because I think there is so much softness in us when the world wants to paint us as very like hard, brutal people.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of that comes through in your personal artwork too. Like as Wayman and I have both gotten to know you a bit closer and just like seeing your work, it just that kind of theme carries through, I feel like, in everything that you do, whether it's fan art, whether it's personal work, whether it's your short films. Like there's just always like a tenderness of black identity and showcasing the variety of it because, there are different ways to be black, and
Yeah.
you showcase that kind of like deep emotional poetic side a lot, and I really really
Hmm.
love that about like pretty much everything you touch.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Well, let's dive. Wait, hold on.
Wait,
What-
dive? That's
I
very
was
Shut
like, wait
up.
a second. I was like,
Shut
wait a
up.
second.
I'm gonna
I'm
fight
not
you.
trying to do a
I'm gonna
thing. I was really
fight
trying
you.
to.
Get out of
I was,
here.
okay, this is completely accidental, and I'm gonna have to continue it. But let's
Oh my
dive
god.
into
This guy stink.
the making of Waves, because I'm very curious of like, okay, of course black identity is like at the center of
hmm
this film, and I'd love to pick your brain about more of the inspirations. Like, how did you come to this metaphor? What is the metaphor? What does it mean to you? And
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I was in my animation narrative class, my professor Shayla Laws, and I'll shout her out because she's super cool. And we just had a challenge to write a story about an object, and like the object itself just had to hold narrative. And I chose a gold pan because my parents are from Ghana and it's known as the Gold Coast. And there was something so poetic about sifting through sand and dirt to find these like flecks of gold, just searching very deeply for something beautiful. I became very obsessed with gold and water and like the idea of washing yourself. I don't know, I was just super obsessed with it. Especially like I'm not super religious, but like baptisms, like the concept of it is it's a beautiful thing. Like just starting a new life, being new. Again, and I think it's something a lot of black people wish they could do. Like on a deep level, like just like to start fresh and be clean. And then I saw, and the school I went to, very like psychedelic thinking. Like it's very like mushrooms. It's very like I really
What school did you go
I
to?
went to Pride Institute in Brooklyn,
Oh,
New
okay, yeah,
York.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just like all like just a bunch of high people in a room trying to put things together.
Mhm.
Uh,
Wayman, you were in Brooklyn too, right? For a minute?
Yeah, I lived in Brooklyn for like 3-4 years before I moved to LA. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I need to get out of here. I love Brooklyn, but I'm ready. But then my professor also showed us this music video called Truth by Kamasi Washington. It's jazz if you like jazz. And it's the best, it was the best 13 minutes of my life that year. Like genuinely it changed me, and it opens with a boy washing his face. And then there's this montage of like just life and experience, and it's linear and it's non-linear and it's jazz. It's everything and nothing. And then when I put those two things together, I was like, that's Waves. Like it's this washing and trying to become something new, but also like you can't sift through yourself literally. Like you are always going to be left with the parts of yourself that you don't always value on it. So it's about looking at things in their whole.
It is so interesting to like hear about that because I mean, your main character, the little boy that is going through it, he
His name
kind
is
of
Puddle, right? You named them recently.
It's Ripple.
Ripple. I don't know why I went
Yeah.
Puddle.
Ripple.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And it is interesting because in a way, like at the start of this, he's trying to wash off this part of him, and like you said, like in a way becoming something different or just changing yourself. Like he kind of like oddly not succeeds, but like he brings on a new perspective throughout the film. Like it's probably not the one that he was expecting, but
He learns to love himself.
yeah,
you know?
exactly. I mean, I wish it was so easy to be able to to switch and be like, I love all this about me, but like
Yeah.
there's this like hopefulness that your film brings that starts to make the tears flow. That
Yeah.
is so beautiful, and I really enjoy that aspect of it, and just thinking about it in that way of like a cleansing and a just like you're still going to be left with some of the things that you're not like super happy about yourself, but at least you have a new way of seeing yourself.
Yeah, perspective is like everything in the piece. Like, I think the world really convinces Black people specifically that we're alone and that we are like a minority, which is like true in a sense, but like there's so much Blackness everywhere. Like,
Right.
the world is very Black. Institutions we were raised on are very Black. The culture is very Black. Technology is very Black.
Yeah.
Inventions are very Black.
Yeah,
And it's just like, you need to look and see just how many things are you and like a reflection of you. And so I don't know, that was like, you really nailed it there.
I really enjoy the tenderness of the father trying to do his best and succeeding in speaking to his son just about the importance of loving yourself, and how like from from your birth to like the your ancestors to all of the people around you, and like you're showcasing like barbershops and like queer Black people in love, folks dancing, and all these different kinds of like ways to be Black and beautiful, and how we as Black people are sort of like anointed with that beauty within us, and that's okay. And like you said, like we're kind of told and convinced to like maybe we should wash all that off. Like I think a lot about my mom is a very dark-skinned Black woman, and she went through a lot thinking that she should wash off her skin. Like she tried to wash herself with like soaps when she was little, she told me, because she was so dark. And I feel like stuff with like young Black children, or even like people our age that are watching that have cases of like identity crisis, or just are feeling insecure, especially if they're like in PWIs, like predominantly white institutions, like what I dealt with when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Like your short film, sorry, I'm like kind of rambling and going all over the place. That's my ADHD. But like I feel like your short film just sort of like, I don't know, it hits a lot of different aspects of Black identity that like pulls at the heart a lot. And that's what I really, really loved about it,
Yeah, I was very like, I thought of as many Black experiences as I could fit into like that. I think the montage is like 45 to like 50 seconds because we had like a 4-minute cap. And I needed 15 seconds for credits, and I also needed like time before and after. It was very tight, a very tight ship.
Hey, y'all nailed it.
I was really like just looking for like what is like quintessentially Black, like what are things to celebrate and what are things to, and I was grabbing for everything because I really wanted everyone to see themselves, even if it was just for like 1 second. That was really, so the montage, that part, I feel like I really boarded so quickly because I was just like, it really just came out of my like memory and like out of places I like had like personal feelings for. And before the real world scenes and like with the boy in the beginning and the end were so difficult for me to board, because then I really had to confront what I was uncomfortable with. and like how do you show someone that just doesn't love being themselves? And like that was really emotional for me
Mm.
as a black boy to write and draw.
How do you know when you've cracked it? Like when you've like figured out a way to express these really difficult emotions and you've succeeded at it? Like that's something that I struggle with. It's like, how do you convey something that you know you're struggling with and you're sure that other people are struggling with, but like make sure you're hitting that or conveying that like
Yeah.
well?
Because you could noodle something forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you put the pen down? Like, oh, I got it.
I think it's a couple of things. Like one thing being a deadline. A
Yeah.
deadline's always gonna like
the deadline will do it. That'll do it.
The deadline's
Do
the
it.
deadline. Secondly, there's a part where you think a little logically about it, where if I'm just like, there's this amazing storyboard artist. His name's Dean Kelly, and he's always posting about his thought process on Instagram. But he's like, everything in the shot matters to like telling you exactly how this character feels. And so if I wanted this character to really be in his head, I wanted us to like feel like we were in his head. So I opened it with his reflection. Like we're like all looking at ourselves, and it's first person. His hands are in the water. I was like, he needs to be in his head. So that's like part of like the logical explanation. And in the end, like he just needed to be surrounded and like swallowed up in love. So it's like big wide shot, like gold light. That's and so that was really clear for me. And then sometimes I think the third answer is that sometimes you just feel it. Like I'm a big yearner.
No, really? I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell that.
The yearning.
As I scroll through your Instagram and look at all your art.
Yeah. I yearn on an Olympic level. I think I could be a gold medalist if it was a sport. And sometimes, like, if it just makes your heart sing, and I think anxiety and love are kind of the same feeling, and they occupy different parts of your body.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you can get really intense about like, man, like I'm on the edge of my seat, like I have goosebumps, like this is like butterflies, like I'm in love with this. I found it. Like I want to have a crush on my storyboards. I don't know if that's like good advice, but like
that's actually a really sweet way to describe that.
You know,
Yeah.
And then the anxiety where that sits is like in your brain, and everything's like puzzling, and like everything's like you're racing at a million things, and you can't quite sit still. When you've nailed it, it's kind of like looking at somebody you know you'll love for a long time.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna yeet you into the sun. Okay?
Oh my god!
You need to relax. You need to relax. I'm gonna put you in my pocket and into a blender affectionately.
Hold on while I plug my eye hole so I don't cry because that's so beautifully put.
I don't like that you called them eye holes.
My eye holes, my tear ducts.
But no, like seriously, like I remember when I met my partner and he was just backstage. And I was looking at him and it was just like the only light was on him. And I'm just like, that's it. And I feel like that's like a similar feeling to where you get the shot that you've been working on forever. Like that's it. Like I want that. And it's telling me, it's communicating to me it's gonna be something. It's something worthwhile. It's something that like I don't know. It's just I love romance. Like everything is romantic. Like,
you need to be boarding on like every like romantic show that exists ever.
Oh my gosh! When I get to board my first like TV or movie kiss, I'll get a tattoo. Like
You mean your first TV or movie kiss that's gonna be in your own show that you're currently working on? Wink, wink. I mean, we don't. If you feel comfortable talking about that.
Yeah, I'm working on and like indie animatic, and the title I've decided I think I'm gonna call it Fly. It used to be called If Black Boys Could Fly, but Fly is like I don't know, like the double entendre, like the way we describe cool black people and like literally flying. And it is something transformative, and it's about giving black boys their power back.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people ask me like, oh, like how do you make your comics or how do you make your storyboards? Like, what do you? And I think I'm always asking myself a question. In waves, it was like, how can I show this boy that he's not alone? And then this new project, it's can black boys reclaim their innocence?
Mm.
Like, there's a point where you're a black man where like, oh, like cute boy, cute boy, cute boy, you turn 13, man, murderer, dungeon, like that is just the spectrum
Man,
of
murder.
growing up like black. Like there's just a day where people switch on you and decide that you're a man and
Yeah.
decide that you're an adult. And I was really curious about curating this group of boys that held on to their innocence, that held on to their power, and were still looked at as boys who like to experience things like romance and first crushes and being silly and being goofy. Because the reality of it is I mean, I know a lot of black men who aren't really men. Um
No, speak on it.
like
Speak on it.
there's more to us than the criminal they want us to be. And so it's a black boy who gets painted as a criminal. Like, what can he get back?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
How much of his innocence can he hold on to once the world has decided that he's a monster? And I guess a quick log line is that, like, on the night of a meteor shower, three boys have a run in with police officers. And the moment, actually, I won't say that, but it goes south. It goes
Yeah.
south, and there's a lot left to fix. Yeah, and I'm really excited I've never boarded anything this long, and I'm really excited to like just stretch my wings.
No pun intended.
No
there.
pun intended.
Oh,
And
interesting.
just make something cool. Like I think this one is. Have you guys read The Hate You Give or
I've
heard of
read
it?
it.
I'm
Yes.
aware of it. I have not watched or read it. I've
Yeah.
seen clips of the
Mhm.
film.
So like I pitch Waves as like Steven Universe meets Moonlight. This one is like Ben 10 meets The Hate You Give.
Mm.
It's
Okay, so
like-
from what I know about The Hate You Give, and after reading your like early draft, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious, like, to go from Waves to Fly. Like, is there anything, because you said you've never boarded anything this long before, are there any other challenges that you're kind of finding going from something very short form to like a series kind of thing?
Yeah, I guess the challenge is writing something that long form. I really try to study like the greats at Pixar and Sony because everything matters. Like it's not
Mhm.
like I think when I mean you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but making TV like it's a miracle to finish an episode. Like it really
Yeah.
it's a series of miracles. And I think there has to be some shortcuts when you got like a season order or you get, canceled halfway through or,
Mhm.
but for these features, they just spend a really long time getting everything right and experimenting. And so it's like striking that balance between experimenting and just finishing something. And I think the hard part is like making sure everything pays off. Like the most satisfying stories, I think, have plot twists that you could have guessed, but the movie tries to convince you that you're wrong. That's why I think Pink Diamond being Rose Quartz worked so well because we had every reason to believe this, but we kept being convinced that it couldn't happen. And so it was like this like turmoil. And when it does happen, it's like, I knew it. Like I knew it. And that is so satisfying, but it takes so much careful writing
Mhm.
and not doing like anything as a throwaway and how every line really, really matters. And that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. And sometimes things just looking cool is reason enough. And sometimes like that line of dialogue like has to be the web that unravels the rest of the series.
And you haven't worked full time in industry like fully yet, right? Like a lot of your works have been like indie project for the most part, and like personal like film festival type stuff.
I haven't worked full time professionally.
Hey, recruiters, if you're listening, what are you doing? What are you doing?
No,
man?
literally, like I like literally like
Hello,
if you need a black
recruiters.
guy, I'm here.
No,
I'm very.
If you need a black
you need a black
guy,
guy.
Let me know.
no.
Let me know.
Oh my god.
I haven't. I don't know. It's such an interesting feeling because I'm like so grateful for everything that's like happened with
Hmm.
my art so far, and really grateful. I've met so many cool people like you. I got to table at Lightbox with an indie studio. I interned at Titmouse, which was really awesome.
Mm.
I did their future directors program.
Oh
And I've
yeah.
been doing
Okay.
indie stuff, and I
Nice.
understand it's tough right now, and I understand like things are tight, and the industry is like dying. I get it. I am made up of all the same stuff that all my favorite things were made of. Like I came from the same universe as all my favorite legends, as all my favorite painters and artists and scientists and thinkers and advocates. There's no reason that I can't be the next big thing. There's
Mm.
literally no reason. I'm from the same earth.
I love that energy.
I
Like
love that
as
energy so
as somebody who
much.
is like in a ball of anxiety and second guesses themselves constantly and is
Were you
always
talking about
having
me?
them
Because that's exactly.
and always has imposter syndrome. The way you carry yourself, Jay, is like something I think a lot of people would should aspire to be, especially a lot of like black artists should aspire to be. Like
Yeah,
you are an inspiration. You
Hmm.
truly are, the way you carry yourself.
I really appreciate that. It really means the world.
And you are very talented. I people listening, Jay did the compositing on the three tomes here and also did some really lovely cleanup on storyboards as well.
Yeah, guys, I literally do everything. Like literally, hey,
Animator, compositor, writer, storyboard artist,
genuinely, like,
revisionist, like jack of all trades.
I play the violin too. Like, I don't
Oh
know if
Oh my
anyone
shit.
needs any.
gosh.
Like,
An
yeah, so
instrumentalist as
that's what I'm
well.
saying. Like, and
Raymond, you play the instruments. You play
I
instruments
also.
too.
what do you play?
Okay, so I was kind of like, as you said that, I was just like, oh no, I am the Wario version. I play accordion.
I'm screaming. That actually reminds me of my orchestra teacher. He used to come out and like torment us with his accordion. Like literally, he would just prance around the room.
Not
Oh my
beating the
gosh! Yep, that's
allegation.
me. Yep.
Not
Sounds like.
That's
believing
so
the
funny.
allegation.
Hey, we're gonna have to jam sometime.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds fucking
Uh,
crazy.
That's so funny. I have also constantly been thinking like, oh, it would be nice to like if I could like pick up the violin or something. It's one of
Oh
those
my god.
instruments I've always been like, that's a really cool instrument. I
No,
would love to learn how
beautiful.
to play it.
Listen, if I'm ever when I'm in LA, we can definitely jam together.
You got to start our gay black man band of accordion and
Yes.
violin.
I
I'll
also love to sing. Like I'm decent at it, but I love to sing and I love to
Ooh.
hear myself talk. Like genuinely. Like,
if you guys do your gay black man band, I'll be the bisexual non-binary in the corner being like,
yes.
yeah, woo, be the hype man. Like, woo.
No, it'll
Hyping you
be
up.
the Pastor Dorian gospel choir. Like,
Joshua, if you're listening, because Joshua can sing.
yes.
Joshua can sing very well.
I
Hey
feel like
Joshua,
if you do a Kickstarter for Three Tomes, like one of the stretch goals needs to be like gospel choir rendition of the theme song. Like,
I
Oh my
mean,
gosh.
Justice did want to get Corey and Noah together to sing "Pick Poor Robin Queen."
Oh no.
So that can also be another goal.
Oh
We're not here to talk about three tones. We're
wow.
here to talk about waves and
yeah.
Sly and
Wow.
how wonderful Jay is. Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, I guess switching back on to Jay, talking about the really cool things that you are working on. I am curious to hear about the things that you're doing in life that are keeping you inspired and keeping you animated. Like,
Yeah.
what is it that
What keeps you
you're kind of
motivated?
like? Yeah, what are you doing? Like, maybe it's this week, maybe it's this month, whatever. What's keeping
Yeah.
you motivated to do art?
My full-time job, I work in nonprofit and I'm an assistant director at Girls Inc. and we're an after-school enrichment program for young women in NYC. And I don't know why they hired me. I'm not a girl. I don't know if they knew that, but like it has been so inspiring to work with young Black women who are struggling, but are also like some of the fiercest people I've ever met. They do not take no
Hmm.
for an answer.
Hell
And
yeah.
it's just been giving me so much perspective on like growing up Black and but especially the things that I don't deal with as a Black man. It has really just given me so much insight to what inclusion means and what
Hmm.
equity means.
Hmm.
And they really inspire me every day to be better people. They had a wonderful Black History Month performance with their like that dance specialist, and I was like, I fully in that moment was just like, I need a daughter, like genuinely, like, and I'm gonna buy her all the costumes. Like, I will
Aw.
be the man in the front row. But to have people to show, like, my parents worked very hard, and like we didn't have a lot of money, and they were working very long hours all the time. So
Hmm.
I didn't really ever get to see them in the crowd at volleyball games or
Yeah.
orchestra performances. And it's just been doing something for my soul to get to show up for these girls every day. It really means a lot to me to be able to do that. So that's been keeping me animated. And I'm in a gay volleyball league. That's awesome.
Oh
Uh,
snap.
Ooh.
that's so much fun. Yeah, I love moving my body, and I think it makes me a better artist as well.
I mean, definitely keeping active and not rotting all day. I mean, there's nothing wrong. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being a little rat and rotten
Yeah,
once in a while. Like sometimes you need to rot, sometimes you need it.
hmm
But
for
keeping
sure.
active is very good. And volleyball is a very fun sport. Sorry, my brain is just going to haiku and just
Yes,
going to
it's
sports
I'm
anime
guessing
a
his
little bit.
volleyball league is exactly it's Black Haikyuu. Is what
I mean, it could be. I don't know. It's my only
I
reference
will
point.
say, when you're playing, I feel like it does feel that way. Like I think it feels like exactly like anime.
Can you feel yourself like going in slow motion as you're like spiking a ball, or like you're like I gotta go, I have to be better than my opponent? Like
And
you
you have
have
your
all the
internal
yeah
monologue about your
internal
rival.
monologue.
No, honestly, yeah, I do. I
Oh my
really
god,
do.
amazing. It is really good to have those, like, especially like talking about the nonprofit that you do too. Like it sounds like it is a really nice spiritual like fulfiller as well, which is so nice. Like I feel like
Yeah,
you have to be absorbing so many different aspects of life in order to create your art or an art, and it's really cool to hear about that side of yourself.
yeah.
Also, as a mom, that is very sweet to hear you be like, I gotta have a daughter. So as a mom to a little
Yeah,
baby girl.
just it's like Black women are the future. Like they always have been. Like
hmm
it's so beautiful.
hmm
I'm kind of curious because you said that, like, working with these young Black women has sort of like opened a new perspective to what like the realities of like diversity and like equity like truly mean. And like, I'm like, what are some things that you feel like you've kind of like opened your like your mind to a little bit, like
I'm
working with
sorry. The gay towel was distracting me. I
them?
was
Okay, I pulled out a rainbow handkerchief because I turned off the fan in my apartment, so it's
I'm
really
screaming.
hot. I'm just like,
Waymond
yes. I'm like,
Wayman has to
yes.
let everybody know he's one of them queers that's like, you have to
Okay.
know.
Just,
You
just
have to know.
stuffing it in our face, like.
I'm like, I don't know what you mean. Pray tell.
Shit.
I'm
Sorry.
screaming. No,
Oh
but
my
I
gosh.
did hear your question, but I was like just staring at the gates. I was like, what? Like, I love it. I think the reality of it is most spaces that are inclusive platform Black men. Like, it's much easier to
I have some words, but yes, I
find your way
agree.
up a power scale, like a ladder, like whether it's socioeconomic or like of a business, if you're a man. And it's the reason that I have been writing some of the things I've been writing in Fly, where Black men, their proximity to whiteness, it leads them into roles that have to do with power. Like Black men become cops because they're interested in having power. Black men become CEOs and managers and directors, not to lead
Mhm.
and inspire people sometimes, but to want power. And so if you're going to be a Black man in a leadership position, you have to ask yourself, do you want power or do you want to lead and inspire? And those are separate things. I think some of the way I've seen teachers talk to Black women and I've seen people of authority talk to Black women, they do it in such a way to put them beneath them because they can't. And it's the only people in society that they can do that to.
Mm-hmm.
Like either a Black woman or a Black queer person. It's the only people that Black men can truly position themselves over on a socio-political level. And so I was just like, man, like in leadership, I really need to not do that. Like that is not cool.
Mm-hmm.
And when Black women are speaking to me, I need to listen and not tell them that I know what they need because I don't. Like they are living a life different than my own, and I need to lead by listening. Most of our team, I'm in the leadership position, but most of our team is made up of Black and POC women. And I really try and let them take the lead. Even though like I'm the manager on site, even though I'm admin, even though I'm leadership, I need to listen to Black women no matter where I am on a power level. And I think it just leads to more inclusive spaces. It leads to these girls getting what they actually need. And you forget as a Black man how you've just picked up traits of a white man because you can put Black women beneath you. And it's this constant reminder to check myself and to really think about what an inclusive space looks like. Is it inclusive because I'm a man, or is this inclusive for all Black people? So that's really what I've been learning.
Right. Because, like, you know, there's that whole thing about, what is it? The phrase is like, you can't be pro-Black unless, like, you're pro-Black for everyone, you know?
Yeah.
There's, like, so many people who are like, yeah, I support us as Black folks. But then it's like, oh, but I'm a TERF about it. Or like, oh, I don't, like, women need to be beneath me. And it's like, that's not inclusivity. That's not being inclusive for all of us. Like, it's either all of us. You can't cherry pick who you want. You know, we're all Black people here.
Yeah.
There's an like intersectionality. Like that's the whole point. We all have we're Black, but we have varying identities within that Blackness. And as a Black bi non-binary person who's AFAB, hearing you say that is kind of making me get very emotional and cry. I'm trying not to cry as I listen to you talk about that because it's bringing up some old feelings from something that I dealt with a couple years ago, and I feel very seen hearing you say that. So I really appreciate you, Jay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I wish more people, more folks, you know, had that perspective. And I know that it's a learning process for sure. We all have to unpack and learn and unlearn things, you know, about ourselves, about those around us. Even when we are, you know, very lefty or whatever, there's still like biases and whatnot that we have to check ourselves on, you know? And I think you saying that is just like proof that, like, you know, we can get there, you know?
Yeah.
And I find that, you know, being intentional with that in your work is also important because a lot of people aren't, where, you know, we see people checking boxes just to do it, but not being intentional, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, I had a thought and then I got all like, ooh, when you were talking, and now it all left me because a lot of emotions hit me at once.
No, you're good. You are good. It was incredibly insightful, and yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, you got it.
I guess I'm curious, you know, with that perspective, outside looking in to like the professional animation industry, do you find that like that is something that kind of happens within animation still, where we sort of elevate, you know, like we have our like little Black History Month posts or like all that stuff, right? But it just kind of feels like there's not really a lot of like Black femmes or just like Black women that are being elevated, you know?
I mean, yeah, like it's no secret. I look at all the feature films that came out. Where are the Black women? Like, you're telling me there's not one Black woman equipped to lead a feature film? I don't think that's true. Like, I just don't think it's true.
Like old girl at Pixar, I forget her name. The Black woman at Pixar who directed
20-something by Afton Corbin?
Yes, Afton. Yeah.
Afton.
I knew it started with an A. That's why I was like, what is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if Pixar gave Afton a movie, like I'm surprised they haven't, considering, you know, 20-something was so good. And then she boarded on that other short, but I don't even know if she's there anymore, you know?
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm saying you know a lot. Sorry.
No, I
but
mean
it's
we
just
we know
like,
because yeah, it's like it's true. It's exactly what you're saying. What you kind of like talked about, where it's like, are you doing this just to, as a company or studio, are you doing this just to check a box, or are you actually trying to build up this person and grow and actually advocate for them rather than just, all
yeah.
right, we did it, time to move
And the
on.
thing, if we gave Acton a film and if it was terrible, she'd be entitled to that. You know how many
Yeah,
white men have
exactly.
directed terrible
Yes,
Mhm.
movies?
right,
Like,
Literally.
exactly.
we have to take risk on black people. And Dochi said it best. Love this girl. She said,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
allowed to be bad at things. Like, I'm
Hmm.
Mhm.
allowed for the first time I'm doing something for it not to be amazing.
Hmm.
And it's just like, but anytime a black person is positioned, like, you get your movie, you get your show. If it is not literally the best thing invented since fire, it's never going to happen again. And I'm just
There
like, it's,
there's actually a conversation about that happening right now. Did you guys see on Twitter about
No.
the Halle Bailey
yeah,
rom
you mean
com?
Tuscany. Yeah.
So
Oh.
there's another black woman who has a rom com that's just sitting on the shelves, and she talked about it pretty candidly on Twitter. And now it's like in the trade, like all the trade articles, and it's causing a whole like conversation with like Black Twitter, Black film Twitter, and even like general film Twitter that doesn't know that black creators have to deal with this, but we've been knew that like a lot of black rom-coms that are like just sitting are riding on the success of You, Me, and Tuscany with Halle Bailey. Because if that
Mm,
movie
Hmm.
doesn't do good, they're not going to take a chance on any
Hmm.
black rom-coms. And
jeez.
it's not like hyperbole, like that is a fact. Like a lot of these black filmmakers are like, no, like I have nothing to do with this movie, but they will not move forward with my shit unless that does well. Like that has to
Yeah.
do good for my shit to move forward. And that's so unfortunate. Like you said, like white filmmakers are allowed to fumble and like make mistakes, but for us, we're not allowed to do that. And I think that's
Hmm.
partially why so many of us, like as people of color, but like specifically black people, go the independent route. Like I feel
Hmm.
like if you pitched Fly to a studio, they'd be like, oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
It's kind of it's black and gay and
literally.
like, what do you mean,
Ooh,
little
what
black
if he
boy?
didn't? What if he didn't like boys? Have you thought? Like, I just feel like,
Have
what
you
if?
thought
Can we put a
about
white woman in it
what if yeah,
somehow?
what if there was a
Well, yeah,
white
what if there was
girl?
like
What if they were
a
all
white
white
man main
though?
Yeah, what if they're
character,
all
just to
white?
make sure,
Yeah,
just to have so some we have someone that everyone could relate to. Let's just
yeah.
like
We
have a
just need
white man
something more
character.
conservative. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah, you know,
it's like,
more general appeal,
yeah,
like
yeah.
general
Yeah,
appeal.
our general audience. We need something to satisfy the general audience.
Like, and that's so, it's so confusing because when has an audience ever been general?
Truly.
There's no such thing as a general audience. Films
Mm.
are successful because people get obsessed with them.
Hmm.
Hmm.
People get obsessed, and that takes being specific.
Hmm.
Right. K-pop Demon Hunters is very specific, and then that
So
blew up,
specific.
and Sony was like, "I don't know,"
I
and then
don't know.
it went crazy, and
Literally.
they're like, "Oh, my bad." So like,
Yeah,
it's
we knew it was gonna be
very.
good the whole time. Yeah, of course we
I'm like,
backed
"Well,
this the
yeah, we
entire time. Yeah,
totally.
what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?" It's really strange. Well, it's not strange. We know why they do this. We're not a
Yeah, it's just
stranger to the
unfortunate. It's
reason.
not. It's sadly a reality that
Yeah.
desperately needs
Mhm.
to reform and change.
And I guess I'm just curious, like, does that ever, like, as someone who's trying to, like, work in mainstream industry, like, does that ever kind of like, well, I mean, it does frustrate you, you know? You already said it, that, like, it is a frustrating thing. But I wonder, looking forward to the future, what is something that you would want to do to change that, you know? What's something you would want to do to change it?
I'm just gonna prove everyone wrong. Like, I don't mean to like sound egotistical. Like,
No, I think you
but
have to be. Like, if white dudes are allowed to walk around being like,
that's,
I can do whatever I want, you
you
should be
know,
allowed to too.
like, I'm just gonna change the world. Like, what else could, like, what other answer is that there?
Hmm.
And the thing is, people are very cynical online about like, oh, like,
Yeah.
don't go for animation. Like, everything's terrible. Like, and I get it. But my people have struggled so much that I do not have room in my heart to come online and be so negative all the time. I really
Yeah.
don't. Things are gonna be great for me because I believe it.
Hmm.
Like, we come from people who got through slavery. You think I can't get through ChatGPT? Like, like
Yo,
genuinely,
girl, oh my, yeah,
like, we will win. because we believe in it. Like that's it. And I don't, like there's no other. I don't know how. It's just gonna happen though.
This is very uplifting, and
I am truly in
I feel like
awe
I
at
needed
your
this today.
yeah, no,
Like,
seriously. I'm truly in awe at your fervor because I truly like yesterday I was truly going through it because I had a migraine and that
Hmm.
migraine just like led to like real depressing thoughts and anxieties about the future and what art means to me and like what I'm creating and truly like watching your film as well and just like hearing you talk about being a creator is truly like uplifting me. Like I feel like I'm about to cry because
like,
I'm truly
yes,
just
I
like, oh
can.
my
Let's go.
god.
We about to go.
It's like yes.
Like, let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, you're speaking truth, and yeah, it is really really good.
But it really is true though that like I think I spoke about this that Black Magical Girl live that I did was that a couple weeks ago,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
and we
Which
were
was
all
great, by the way. Everyone go watch it.
we were all kind of just talking about how like it kind of sucks right now, but we're sort of all we got as a Black community, and like we have to just keep making art no matter what,
Yeah.
because that's part of what will get us through all of this. Like art is healing, art is helpful, and art, there are people who help in certain ways, and for us as artists, like we can help bring that Black joy to people
Hmm.
when times are dark,
Yeah. And I also feel like, and I'm not saying like don't go work at Trader Joe's so you can pay the bills. Like, I'm not saying don't pay, but I
Right.
think the moment they convince you to give up on your dreams, they've won. Like
Mhm.
Right.
you've let them win. And like one thing about me, I am a stubborn guy. Like I am, and I refuse. I'm not a sore loser, but I am a sore winner. Like
Mm.
when I win something, everyone's gonna know about it. And uh
It's like was it the
like
saying? It's like when I win the lottery, there will be signs. So
there
you're
will
like,
be signs.
when I win it,
There
there will be
will
signs. You
there
will know.
will be signs. And I believe, who said at the Oscars or some award show, like, who are you rooting for tonight? Everybody black. Everybody
And it
like
was Issa. It was Issa Rae.
Issa
Yeah.
Rae, Issa
Mhm,
Rae.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
That's just how I feel.
And I think true as Black people uplifting each other in like this artist space is just so important, because these mainstream studios just don't really want to show our ideas out there anymore.
Yeah.
So we have to do what we can to support each other. And
Hmm.
I think your short film in particular, kind of speaks to that sense of community and uplifting each other. And because, father is uplifting his son. And
Hmm.
it's just very beautiful to see. Also, I love your character designs. It's just little boy is just so squishy, and I want to like hold him.
Thank you. I
It's
appreciate it.
just like little boy, it's really squishy. Sorry,
So
this is a
squishy.
mom movie,
Character
I guess.
design,
I don't know.
Interesting.
It's just so squishy and loving. I want to hold him very much.
I don't know how you guys feel, but character design is so hard for me.
Oh, it's really hard. I don't think I'm a good designer, and yet so many
Yeah.
people have latched on to Tammy, and I'm like, that was by accident.
That was fun.
I
Yeah.
Every person I show Tammy, they're just like, that one right there. I like her, and I'm like,
Not to make this about two tomes again, but I feel bad for Tammy because I saw the boys and I like just genuinely, I just stopped caring about her. Like literally,
oh my
I
daughter.
Wow.
I saw the boys. I was like, that's for me. Darius, I want that one. Literally,
I want that one.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
As I have them here on my Cintiq,
yeah.
Oh
wait,
yeah.
I got Doris and Louis right here
No,
next to each other,
I just always feel bad
and then I got
because I'm like
Yogaya and Lestat right here.
so cute. I just always feel bad because I'm just like, guess I'll draw Tammy now. Like,
I
guess I'll draw.
suppose I could draw Tammy.
Like, I guess.
Listen. It's okay. No, please. There are a lot of people that like Darius and Yogaya smooching each other, so go
Yeah.
ahead. Who cares? they like each other too, so it's fine. They're both bi. It's fine.
Yeah.
Character design is tough, but I think you do a very good job designing characters.
Oh yeah.
Also, because you shared a book that you studied from that I think a lot of people would probably benefit from knowing as well, because your lines are always like very flowy and soft, but you have like really good like form and structure in your artwork.
Yes. High focus figure drawing.
Hi.
I so I don't. This is no secret, but I am obsessed with Rebecca Sugar. Like, Rebecca Sugar,
What?
I love your work.
What? Like who?
You? I don't
Really?
see it.
Oh
I
yeah,
And so I'm like,
don't
what?
know.
Uh, and I learned how to draw, I feel like, from just like copying her drawings, which is like, it just accounts for my art style. But it was just cool because they had all the process stuff on like the Cruniverse Tumblr. And that's how I was just
Mm.
like, oh, like I just really got into animation and I love copying all the storyboards. But she has this book, it's not her book, but she talks about this book, High Focus Figure Drawing. And the
Mhm.
drawing technique really talks about how every line matters and like choosing things that compel you. And
Mm.
so it's not to say that making guidelines are bad, but when you draw guidelines, everything after is an afterthought. Even if you're intentional about it, it's an afterthought. And I feel like people can tell what parts of the drawing that you really found fun. That's what that book is really about. Like,
Mm.
pick the thing that attracts you the most about the drawing, that has the most energy. Start anywhere. And I read that book, I pick that book up every now and then. And this is why the whole art block conversation I don't understand. And maybe it's because I'm a workaholic, but when you have art block, literally just pick up a can and draw it. Like, pick up a pencil and draw it. Like, draw anything, because something is always better than nothing. And I always think when you have art block, you've just been doing the same thing for too long. And you just
Mm.
need to go look at something new. And it
Mhm.
doesn't mean you can't learn. And so that's usually what I do when I'm feeling burnt out or like doom and gloom about the state of the world. It's like, maybe I'll just pick up a book and read about drawing, you know?
It's not a bad idea to like
Yeah.
read about the craft rather than like doing it if you're feeling that way.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all something that like helps to build upon what you'll eventually be creating. And yeah, I totally like whenever I get in that art blocky like feeling, yeah, I agree. Like I usually tend to go like, you know what, let me just draw something. And I think art block, at least for me, it is a sign of perfectionism a little bit. Like it's like, oh, whatever I'm doing has to be good or great or the next big thing or get like
Hmm.
a million likes or something. And it's
Yeah.
like you can just allow yourself to flow with creativity and not have it be anything. It could just be abstract. It doesn't even have to be
Exactly.
something in the
Mm.
end.
Which is like an experience I deeply relate to blackness. Like, it literally can just be anything. Like, you could just be anything, and you could be bad, you could be good, you could be
Mm-hmm.
mediocre.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know, just draw anything. Like, really just draw anything. It doesn't matter if it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like, so there's this quote from this book, and it's like a thriller book. I totally don't think it was trying to be like
Artsy
revolutionary,
or
but
oh yeah.
it's called The Family Upstairs.
Mm.
And this guy is talking about
No.
books, and this other guy's just like, oh man, I hate that book. And the guy goes like, what a dumb thing to say. Like, there's no such thing as a bad book. And I'm at first like disagreeing with this. I'm like, there are books I didn't like, but the fact that that book got made, published, and finished, it's somebody's favorite book. And
Mhm.
so there are books that aren't for you. There's no such thing as a bad book. And there's no such thing as a bad drawing. This drawing might not be for someone else, but you've made a drawing and it existing, that's the
Mm.
miracle. That's the
Mm-hmm.
whole point. Existing. And I think really shifting that perspective has made me make way more art. It exists, and that for that it's beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
Man, I'm about to go draw right now.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, let me hold on. I just gotta draw something real quick.
There's
Oh
a
man.
poem that, here, let me just read it to you. It's short.
Yes.
It's
Oh
called
my God, please.
Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are headed home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calling to you like wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. I just love that poem.
That's
Like,
That's really
beautiful.
good.
you don't have to be anything. Like, you just have to exist.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I kind of need that. You're gonna have to send that to me because I
I
need
got
that.
you.
I
I
need
just
that
have to
for.
exist.
I need that. Well, that was good for my soul,
You're
but I
so
need that.
right.
I need that for writing purposes now because there's some things going off in my brain that I need for my little guys. There's some things going off in my brain.
Here, I'll
Sorry,
send it to you right
the
now.
romantic yearning part of my brain is kind of going off. And I'm like,
Yes.
I kind of need that for
Whoa,
reasons right now.
wait a second, you're keeping Brie animated.
Yeah, you're keeping me animated right now. Wait a minute. With poetry. And I'm not really a poetry girly, but okay, I'm only not a poetry girly because I don't seek it out. But I feel like if I did seek it out, I would have a good time, just like right now.
Okay, that's another thing. They make it seem like poetry is only Shakespeare. It is not only that white man. There are lots of black poems. Like, there are lots of awesome poems.
No, for sure. Like, I think poetry is kind of like sold to us as just this like kind of dry, like pretentious thing.
Yeah.
Especially in school. But as you mentioned, like there are a lot of like black poets out there that speak on just different things, and again, like your short film like just has beautiful poetry in it that I looked at those comments and a lot of people like it really hit them.
The response, I've been really happy because Waves, I actually didn't even say this, Waves was just a poem at some point. I was taking a poetry class the year prior, and I wrote a poem called Waves.
Could you like talk a little bit more about like since you dropped it, like how have you felt now that like it is out there in the world, even during the premiere? Because I remember you were like kind of nervous leading up to it, but now that it's here, like what have you been feeling?
I was so nervous. You want people to like it, like but especially, okay, like I post art for myself, I really do, but when people start following you, you're like, oh shit, like this
like I'm being perceived,
like literally. And so I was just like, man, I really hope this like just touches people the way it touched me. And I don't have any children, but I can only imagine this is what it feels like to send your child off to college. Like, I genuinely like, and you have to just let it go and do its thing in the world. And it's just been so awesome. And the part is just people that I really respect and people that I consider mentors loving the piece and being like, hey, like that was really beautiful. Like, congratulations on finishing that. And it's just like, man, for so long I've been like you try to prove yourself, like I'm a good artist, and then you stop trying to prove yourself and you make something for you, and they love you for it anyways. And it's almost like the journey to making something worthwhile didn't lie in anyone else. Like it was just in you. And that really meant a lot to me. And like, I love all the comments that are like, oh, I showed this to my son, or like, aww, this part touched me, like this part touched. It's just people picking out specific things, people pointing out like all the things I just worked very, very hard to stand out, to be noticed. Yeah, and it's just like I'm getting emotional. Like,
no, do it. Nice. You are allowed to.
It's just so nice to be seen. I spent a long time feeling like nobody saw me. I feel like nothing I would do ever mattered. And just so much when you're black and you grow up and you're queer and you grow up in like a traditional like African household. I just wanted like to be something, like anything. And it's no job that is going to make you feel that way. It's no gig. You have to know you're something. And it really is just a reflection. People are asking me like, what's the inspiration? And it's just like, this film is like about all the people who loved me and told me that I was beautiful when I didn't feel that way. So yeah.
I want to jump through the screen and give you a big old hug.
Literally, yeah.
It's really been amazing. And I hope just the next thing, I will say, Fly it's much darker than Wave. Like,
yeah,
so
it's going to be less hopeful tears and more painful tears.
Darker.
I mean,
I'm just like,
when I read it, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
For a minute, I was like, huh? No, don't do that.
I really make things for people to see themselves. Like, and that has just been so beautiful.
That is so profound.
Sorry. I was, thank you. Thank you. I really sorry.
Is that, well,
no, I was handing off a thing, but.
Oh, okay.
Well, with all of that said, I guess I'm just kind of curious, like, what are you doing like next with Waves? Is it just kind of like the film festival circuit, like round 2? Because you already put it through film festivals, but like, is it like a second round now? I'm
not gonna lie, I'm ready to say goodbye to Waves. Like, I'm ready to do the next thing. And I started that film. I'm much better at drawing than I was when I started that film.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, now that I know all these new things, I cannot wait to make the next thing. Like I'm really excited. And the film festival tour, we did it. It was awesome, and it was nice to meet a lot of filmmakers and network and just continue to get my name out there.
Yeah.
And I'll let Waves live on. I'm doing like a few like interviews, and I have like a few more behind the scenes stuff to share. I'm really just diving into my next project. I think I'm gonna try and do a Kickstarter. Why not? Like I either hit the goal or I don't. So
Well,
yeah, I think
when you get ready for that, we at Keeping You Animated, and even outside of KYA, as your peers and friends, like we'll be there to support you every step of the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna be awesome. I'm putting this out there. I'm holding myself accountable. It's gonna be out this summer. Like by the last day of summer, it'll be out. Like I really think.
When you say it'll be out, are you saying the animatic? Are you saying a Kickstarter for more? Like what's gonna be out this summer?
I'm trying to get this Kickstarter out in May, and I want the episode to be out.
We should talk.
Yeah. We should.
Oh snap! I'm seeing some gears turning. I'm seeing some gears turning.
And I want to get the episode out by late summer, early fall.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're like, I gotta go.
No, I gotta go. Like I've been writing this thing forever, and it's time to just let's go.
That's fair. Sometimes you can't noodle forever. You gotta
deadline.
You gotta put your deadline. Yep, you gotta have that deadline.
Yeah.
I highly recommend getting a producer to have those come to Jesus talks with you.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, you already probably experienced that with Waves. So like, if you could get a producer again for Fly, highly recommend it. Just to be like, hey, you put the pen down.
Yeah.
What are some things that you're looking forward to that's going to keep you animated? Like whether it's like movies, shows, games, things like that. Like what's stuff you're trying to like that's coming out that you're looking forward to?
The 3 Tomes episode 2.
I mean, again, that's why I need to talk to you.
Oh snap! You're starting. Oh snap! Oh snap!
That's all I'm gonna say.
Pretty please, I don't want to be a magical girl episode 3. Knights of Guinevere, I'm so excited for. I'm like, because I have no clue what direction it's gonna take. And I'm like, because honestly, to be honest, the pilot, I was just like, okay, like what was that? Like I'm down, but like what like
you're like, okay, but like what?
I agree. I mean, shout out to the homies Kiana and Dana if you're listening.
Yes.
But I too was kind of like, what?
No, literally.
that was pretty, but I'm here, but I don't know what happened.
Literally, I'm sad. So I'm really excited to see what they'll do with the whole season. That's really exciting. Also, I did like some like board sketches, and like the lead board artist and one of the art directors, they commented. So like, if you want me on the show, like let me know.
You're like, hey guys,
hey y'all, just a reminder, Jason.
And then I got into the amazing digital circus.
Oh, you just started that? Yeah?
Me and my partner, we watched the whole thing.
Okay. How'd you feel?
Honestly, okay. So at first,
spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched it yet.
Alert.
So we're gonna get spoiler for Digital Circus in 3, 2, 1.
Wait, should I unplug? Because I'm only on like
episode 3.
I won't spoil you.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Never mind, no spoilers.
I originally was just like, I don't know if this aesthetically is like my thing. Like that's how but then I watched it. I was just like, dang, like this is one of the most unique things I've ever seen. There's nothing else like it. And I sat and I gave it a chance. And I'm just like, okay, circus. Like
was it circus? Yes.
When did you feel like it clicked for you? Because for me, episode 3 is where it clicked at the haunted house.
For me, I really liked episode 3. But what was episode 4?
Episode 4 was the
fast food.
Yeah, that was all about Gangle at fast food.
I would also say episode 3. But I really started to feel for everyone episode 6. I was just like episode 6 that's the guns. They all get guns.
Oh yeah. That was something there.
Yeah. Episode 6 was like when I couldn't put it down. Like when I started 6, I just had to watch 7, 8 like immediately. I love it.
It's a big character study. Like they don't really do anything, but
Yeah,
it is very much just like good character writing and good character
yeah,
studies. And I mean, if you're all familiar with I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, you know what's going to happen. And you
yeah,
know that it's going to be rough at the end of it.
yeah.
For
And
anybody
I
that's
think,
not familiar with that, that is
mhm,
that's a point and click video game from the early '90s, and also based off a novel, if I'm not mistaken.
A short story. I thought you
Yeah,
were talking about the short story. I was like, wait, there's a game about it?
yeah. Well, I know it from the point and click video game, which is based
Mm,
off the short story. But I first
yeah,
got
I
introduced it
just
from
know
the
it from
point.
the short
Yeah, I
story.
first got introduced through the point and click video game because some Let's Players I follow named Pat and Wooly of former Super Best Friends fame, they played it several years ago, and I think a lot of people got into it because of that. So when Digital Circus popped off, we were all like, is that I Have No
yeah,
Mouth?
Hmm.
And it was.
yeah,
So for
And
it's like
then
one of those, if you know, you know. And for the kids
yeah.
that don't
that Black
know,
Mirror episode where it's like Star Trek themed. It's also that.
Yeah,
yeah, so
it's literally, it's so smart because it kind of looks like brain rot, but it's so smart.
it does
Like,
look like, so
so
that's why I didn't fuck with it at first, because
me too.
I thought it was like weird skippity toilet brain rot stuff.
Yeah,
Because I was
Oh.
like, I don't know what this is. And
but that's the thing.
that first episode's kind of like,
Yeah,
but episode 2, you're like, wait, there's
yeah.
something going on. At episode 3, I was like, oh,
And the genius of it is they corner the brain rot and the intellectuals. Like,
Mhm.
so we're all in like this space. And that's what I respect so much about Glitch. Like, these projects are just so unique. I'm not a gory person, but I'm sat for Nights of Guinevere. Like, I
mm,
really, and it just reminds me of like what it used to be like when the studios were like building audiences.
right.
Man, I gotta catch up on my Digital Circus.
Yeah,
I'm so
where are
behind.
you at, Raymond?
I think I am. I think I'm up to episode 3. Like, I don't think I've seen a haunted house episode, so I think I'm at episode 3.
Oh, yeah, the 3 is the
I
haunted
think
house
2. I loved.
with Gummy Goo.
I get real stuff hits me very hard,
Oh, no,
especially when
did Gummy Goo hit you?
existentialism comes into
Mm.
it.
Oh, no.
So I think at episode 2, I was like,
Yeah.
I like the show, but I also don't want to cry all the time.
Mhm.
So I kind of stopped there.
So episode 3 might
but
not make you cry, but episode 4 might. Episode 4 might make you cry.
Maybe.
Yeah, that one's existentialist.
If 2 kind of fucked with you a little bit, I don't think 3 will, but 4 definitely will. Especially as an artist, 4 will probably fuck with you a little bit.
Okay, I gotta get.
So
I
just
gotta
be
get-
careful with that one.
Kind of reminded me of like the feeling that I would get watching Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I don't know if you guys remember
Oh
that.
yeah.
Like I was just like,
I've only seen
I
that
feel
OG.
afraid for my life.
What
Yeah.
was that? Hop Hop and Amphibia. He's like, I don't feel safe.
Exactly. Oh,
Oh my god,
gosh.
Clara and the Below is keeping me animated.
Yes,
yeah.
that too.
Man, that was
Oh my
crazy. That
God.
shit got funded in 15 minutes. Was
It
it?
was, I literally was watching it. I'd never seen a Kickstarter do that. And Matt Brawley, like, we're mutuals. What's up? Like, genuinely, what is
Hey,
up?
Jay's available,
Hey,
man. Hey, we need
Right.
someone.
Project Fantasy. You're doing your like indie studio Project Fantasy. Jay's available. Like, come on now.
Literally, let me
Matt,
know.
shout out to the homie Matt. Like, come on.
No, that was really surreal for me because I remember looking at his art when I was like in 6th grade, and now like we're like mutuals, and I was like, oh my god, like Matt, like you have no clue the feelings I like felt in elementary school about like, you have no clue.
It definitely is interesting, like, when you get in these spaces with because like we're all just guys being dudes making art. We're all
Yeah.
just little guys, and we're all peers with each other. So
Mhm.
I agree with the feeling of like, oh, someone I admired likes my stuff.
Okay,
I'm
and
being
now
perceived.
I'm just like Rebecca girl. Genuinely, when will you? Because she commented on one of my TikToks once, and I printed it out. I'm gonna frame it, but I really
on
would
one
just
TikTok. All right, so when are you hiring me though?
no, literally. This, especially now that they're rebooting, like there's Lars of the Stars,
Oh yeah.
and I hope it gets a few seasons because it would be so full circle for me. Like it would be
I
so.
definitely would, considering like how much their work has impacted you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, like as far as I'm aware, I think largely I don't know. They're like in a weird in between. I think are they staffed? I don't know. Actually, they're very elusive over there right now.
Yeah,
Like
the only thing I
oh.
know of is just the announcement of it.
Yeah.
But if they announce it, they probably might be staffed for that first season or whatever.
Yeah, usually if they announce something, that means
they already got everybody. That means they already got everybody. But yeah, if they get more than one, they need to call you.
Genuinely, I'm just like, no, nobody knows this show like I do.
Nobody knows me like you.
Oh my gosh. It feels like we're coming to a close here.
No, you have to talk forever. I'm not going to let either leave.
You know, I could talk forever.
Yeah,
I really like. It takes Black people a really long time to say goodbye. So,
especially if we're from the Midwest.
Yeah, no, literally.
Tell me why you think Louis de Pont-du-Lac is a sexy vampire.
It's like his demeanor. It's his like he comes off very masculine, but he's so submissive. That's hot. Love.
Let's go.
He's just so angry. I like my boyfriend's really cute when he gets a little mad. And not that I provoke him or anything, but
you're like, ooh, you're angry. Do that again.
Oh, yeah. No.
Louis gets angry and Lestat's like,
Literally. And
more Monchette.
And there's just some top tier yearning in that show, which I'm just so
the way he speaks is so flowery. I love it. When, like Daniel's just like, I'm trying to interview, and he's like and Louis is like doing purple prose with the way he speaks.
Yes.
Just like you can't talk normally, and I love that about you.
Yeah.
Let the tale seduce you, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
God.
He was my lover, my maker, my mentor. Sorry, I have to talk about these vampires at least once in this fucking podcast.
Look, we gotta get vampires in.
Everything always comes back to Louis Le Pont-du-Lac and Lestat Eliancourt. I love him.
I have not seen it at all. I mean, I know of like the film, but I haven't seen the series.
Hand me the gay towel. Because it's not
no,
you're not beating the Wario evil allegations, Raymond. Raymond, I've talked to you. Raymond, I have been yapping about Interview with the Vampire with you for like over a year now, and you still haven't watched it.
I mean, where am I going to watch it? How am I going to watch it? Where is it? I actually don't know.
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix now. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Do you need to pirate it? Like, I got a link. Like,
fine, I'll watch. What's it called?
What do you mean? What's it called, nigga? I will fight you. This is literally Darius and Yogaya. Oh my god, I'll kill you.
It's one of the best first episodes ever. Like
their wedding at the end. Oh my god, that was a wedding in that church. That was a wedding.
Look, I should say I am embarrassingly behind on many things that I would hope to watch.
This is true.
Part of it is like because I don't have access to a lot of these streaming platforms that things are a part of because of just
this is excusable. I'll allow it.
Especially Netflix. Like I feel like there was this point in time where they were just like starting shows and then like ending shows and then raising prices. And I was like, I'm not in love with your business practices, so I'm just going to.
That is so fair, but like sailing the high seas is so easy.
Totally yes. But of course, I'm not against sailing the high seas.
Right. It is morally correct to do so.
Absolutely.
I'll never forget when Dana Terrace, she like posted a screenshot from like what's it like? It's like the Owl Club or something. It's like whoever like was pirating the Owl House, like she was streaming it through there. Like which was
right.
Wow.
She said she didn't have cable either.
Yeah.
Right. Jeez. Well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna look forward to watching Interview with a Vampire, the series, to keep me animated. I suppose.
And you better report back in. Hell, you could come over. We will make a viewing party out of it, my dude. Remember when I
Clockwork Orange eye force my
listen.
my eye open machine.
I made you. We all sat through Twilight together because you hadn't seen like past the first one, right?
I can't remember. I think I had. I
And
think
that's where I'm gonna have to get
maybe
off the
no, maybe
call
I
because
didn't.
I haven't seen Twilight. I I am not.
No. Yo, wait a minute. I know that shit is like
That's
schlock,
fair. Yeah, that's
but
totally fair. You don't have to see it.
Twilight.
See, I'm giving you
I
grace.
definitely-
I'm obviously the anti-Raymond.
Which is exactly what Evil Raymond was saying.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've seen Twilight, but not Interview with the Vampire.
You watched the straight one. That's the evil thing to do.
No.
The straight one with like weird, kind of not okay Mormon values, and that white boy who we all thought wasn't white with that shitty wig.
Oh jeez.
I feel like I talk about Taylor Lautner like tricking me into thinking he was Native American at least.
I thought
once
he
a
was Native
month.
American too. Wait, he's not like Puerto Rican or
No.
something?
No, he's just white and very tan. That's just a white man.
I'm screaming.
And they put him in that shitty ass wig.
I swear he was Puerto Rican.
No,
Why?
no, he's just white and he's just kind of tan.
Wait.
Like I
Oh my god.
thought he was Filipino or something.
Yeah, I definitely.
Like that still doesn't really fix anything. But
Yeah.
I'm actually screaming.
That's just a white dude that they put in a shitty ass wig and pretended that he was Native American.
Goodness
Like what the fuck?
gracious.
Why did y'all do that? Stephanie, what are you doing?
Oh man. Oh.
Oh my
wow.
god.
Wow.
Jay, you're like,
I have to reevaluate my childhood crush on Shark Boy. No. I really must, like, this is crazy. This is news to me. Like,
Oh man.
Listen, I for 30 something years I didn't know. Like I think I found out like 2 years ago fully that about Taylor Lautner, and I was like, oh, but now he's a
that
dad.
was me when I found out about Bruno Mars's race. Like, who was gonna tell me that he was
He's
Puerto Rican?
Hawaiian. What?
Yeah. No, he's Puerto Rican.
I thought he
It would
was
have been
like
so hilarious if we all just.
he's
He was
he's
born in
something.
Hawaii. He was born in
Oh.
Hawaii.
Okay,
Yeah,
so he's
yeah.
Hawaiian. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I got the Hawaii from.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's brown. He's something. That's all I
No,
knew. I was like, that's the brown man. I don't know what, but that's brown.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Well,
Now does it feel like we're?
yeah, see, okay, there we go. See, black people, we don't know how to be
No,
quiet.
literally.
We keep talking. We keep talking.
Literally. Here, watch waves everywhere. Out
Yes.
now. And keep an eye out for my next project, Fly, coming soon.
Wait, yeah.
Thanks so
Where
much
can
for having me.
our followers follow you?
Yeah, where can we
by the
find
way?
you?
You can find me. Let me look myself up. You can-
Wait,
You're
and
like,
you're like, who am I again? Yeah, like, wait a minute, who am I?
I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, Twitter. I'm J Ray Art. J_Ray Art. But if you look up J Ray Art, you usually find it anyways.
Mhm. And we'll have
And
all
I
those
make black
socials linked.
cartoons.
We'll have all those
Yeah.
social linked for you. For all the
Yes.
links.
Hit that notification bell.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Everybody.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move.
Thanks for listening to the podcast.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky at Keeping You Animated.
And listen for more episodes by going to keepingyouanimated.podbean.com, on Spotify, or Apple Podcasts.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are of the respective individual and do not reflect the views of our employers.
Thanks, guys.
Until next time.
This episode was edited by Man Lightfoot. Our producer is Jordan Hackman, with music by Ergo Funk.